makes you think the child all of a sudden isn't yours?
I love my son to death. If it comes back that he's not, I would still love him as if he is mine. The email from a gentleman that is insinuating that they had intercourse around the same time that...
One day in the show, a husband comes to know that his wife had someone else's son in her womb. That husband received an email from someone he said that the unknown person was his first husband. Judge Mathis was hearing it all. We can see he was shocked because that wife hid everything all this time about her son. But the person who emailed the judge was still cool, taking everything normally. The judge really appreciated him for his patience. That person did not know that she got a son from another father. He was still gonna love his newborn baby, but he cannot believe what happened. We can feel guilt in her face during the interview. It was all for today's case. It was very hard to believe for a man, but how he handled everything was very nice. The video link is mentioned below.
All right, I was gonna say, if you came across that email 4 years ago,
Wow.
you should have been petitioning a lot sooner than today.
Yes, sir.
You still loving DC? I need to see you bad, girl. You just came and it was my wife for a weekend and just forgot about me. I'm still in DC, it's cool. I'm pregnant, can you believe it? He says, what? He was nervous, Doc.
Judge Mathis was unlike most adjudicators you'd see in the courtroom. The former Detroit Area District Court judge infuses his court sessions with a generous dose of humor as he listens to diverse litigants plead their small claims cases in his TV courtroom. In one episode, a divorced woman came to him and asked for his help, but they had a young son. The wife was broke. The court gave the child responsibility to the father. But the woman did not agree with the decision. Her husband became very abusive and violent in front of the child. He was a drug addict as well. He used to come home drunk. He was very abusive towards his family.
We're just, I'm seriously terrified to be around him because when our son was 3 years old, he physically assaulted me. I was coming to pick him up from his mother's wedding, and I wanted to leave, and he didn't want to hear that. He wanted to get his piece spoken. He wouldn't let me leave. When I tried to get him to leave, he grabbed me, threw me up against the car, and then he swung me down onto the ground and started picking me up and throwing me. Keep your neck still, else your head is gonna hit this concrete. This entire time, our 3-year-old son is in the backseat of the car, jumping up and down, begging his dad to leave his mother alone.
Mathis thought a lot about this and made a decision for their own good. He ended up with a decision that if the parents want a bright future for their son, they have to stay with each other. He said, love is the only way for a child to be raised. They need to cooperate with each other.
So I'm glad that you recognize that your son does need that type of, you're gonna have to pay him the money back, ma'am. They get caught, they gotta pay back. If the government gave you too much income tax money, I bet you'd have to pay that government back that income tax money. It's your judgment. Good luck to you and your son. I'm gonna tell Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee about you and everything.
Tell her to give me a call.
Huh? I might do that too. Have a good day.
Judge Mathis is an American syndicated arbitration-based reality court show presided over by Judge Mathis, a former judge of Michigan's 36th district. So in the show, a woman named Dawn Donald petitioned the court for having a DNA test. So Judge said, you petitioned the court, so let's hear from you. What's the case? So Donald said she met a man named Kendall in '99. They were supposed to be a one-night stand, but they ended up staying together, and in the end, Donald got pregnant, so they decided to stay together.
I met Kendall in '99. Supposed to be a one-night stand. We ended up staying together. I ended up
What do you
pregnant.
mean it was supposed to be a one night?
I was young.
Y'all
He was-
stated that up front?
Promissory note.
Yeah, we were just drinking.
Yeah, this is a one-night stand. Sign right here.
Well, I
I guess you
mean,
had the condition. Yeah, right. If you're good, I'll come back. Because obviously he did. Go ahead.
but I ended up pregnant out the situation.
But defendant Kendall Hillman had a doubt fathering his daughter because Donald said that she was cheating Kendall while she was pregnant. Kendall went to prison where Donald was 7 months pregnant. After that, a lot of things had happened in that time. Kendall had signed the child's birth certificate. Kendall and Donald had 4 kids. 3 of them know who their father is, but the first child doesn't know who her real father is. Kendall brought stuff for the rest of the kids except her. So, after hearing all of these, he asked Donald where the problem really starts from. Donald said the problem starts from when she was 7 months pregnant and Kendall left her and went to prison. Kendall also had a doubt, so they went to DNA test to find out who's the real father of that child. The video link is given below.
I said something, it was when I was 7 months pregnant. And I said I slept around. And I mean, I understand if you wouldn't.
So how often has it come up? Because
Every
if he
time.
signed the birth certificate, at some point he believed it was his child.
Every time we get an argument, and that's probably twice a year, because that's when he sees her.
Yeah, that's
Yana,
my
one minute I'm the
understanding.
father, the next minute I'm not. I just got tired of it, you know.
You got tired of working. You told me what you got tired
Needs
of.
to be a man.
Now you're trying to get another.
That's-
Now you're trying to get some more child support off your back. All right, let's see if he gonna get out this child support or whether he gonna pay. I'm glad you said this, that you quit your jobs for that. I'm definitely sending this to the judge. That statement gonna send you to jail. You can't not pay your child support. You're going to jail if this is your child. Have a good day. You're going to jail.
Judge Mathis is an American syndicated arbitration-based reality court show presided over by Judge Greg Mathis, a former judge of Michigan's 36th District. The plaintiff, Jessica Prince, and the defendant, Jennifer Roberts, used to be friends. They ended their friendship when plaintiff finds out her friend Jennifer is faking her pregnancy. The judge asked the plaintiff Jessica to explain the case, so Jessica said Jennifer created a fake ultrasound online and sent it to a guy telling him that she was pregnant.
A big thing that I found was a problem is ultrasound. She was pregnant even though she had inserted birth control.
Really?
And,
You didn't do this?
No, I did not.
Oh, that is
and then when that
terrible
didn't charges to get him arrested because
Yana,
he
that's
didn't
a
want
lie.
because he
Don't
didn't
get
want to
lied
be
to
with.
After hearing these, the Judge Mathis asked the defendant Jennifer Roberts, did you really do that? Jennifer said Jessica's making it all up and it's all fake. After that, they had a huge argument in front of the judge. Jessica said Jennifer had a huge anger issue and she had called my daughter by bad names. The defendant Jessica Prince said the plaintiff Jennifer Roberts is doing baby mama drama.
Calling me out of my name. She called my 6-year-old daughter a little B and a little S.
Yeah, and I told her I called
the man
her
you
by
alleging,
accident
is the
because
man she's
she was
alleging
destroying
you
my-
Sure is. Girl, you're
That's
a
the
good
only
one.
man I've been
You're a
with.
good one.
She don't want his family to know she lying. But
You
we gonna
are
see,
a liar.
We gonna see when this
I
baby
knew
come
you
up,
was
because
gonna
considering
do
you
that.
have this thing
I
inserted in you.
I knew it.
So you sat in the mirror and came up with this story, and she threatened to tear up my house, and it just slipped out because the type of person that I'm trying to get over being slipped out.